Someone shared this video clip, which reflects the luxurious life that the rich and the powerful in China are leading. Someone replied, "The CCP always talks about serving the people, but in reality, the opposite has been proven to be true." Someone shared this video clip showing a private mansion in Shenzhen.
这幢位于深圳的独栋别墅落地价只要3个亿，绿荫成林，空气净丽，6万花女，私人府邸，假山流水，4层设计，别墅面积3000平米。据主人介绍，别墅前后装修了10年，可谓豪宅中的战斗机。来，开门！大理石墙面，为了让纹路自然拼接，光材料就选了半年。1层的小客厅，电视机是100寸。40平米的厨房隔壁是小中餐厅，墙上挂着迈克尔·杰森的铅笔漫画作品。这是16人用餐的西餐厅，这里是大餐厅，可供25人就餐。除了栩栩如生的《清明上河图》，还有劳斯莱斯创始人的亲笔签名。手工算盘，飞马踏燕，连茶室都有2个。沿着吊灯来到2楼，这里是就寝区，一共有9个房间。坐着电梯，我们来到的是3楼，金鸡独立，山景阳台。这是主人常用的静思房，他用舍得2个字，时刻提醒自己不忘创业的初心。房主曾经有13台超跑，包括4台兰博基尼。当然，最特别的还是这台恶魔 Z 座驾，国内没有之一。娱乐室灯光暧昧，可供15人同时卡拉 OK。这里是自助恒温酒窖，世界名酒应有尽有。晃着100平的泳池，荡着秋千，喝着82年的 La Romantic County， 我感慨万千。你是否也该给自己定一个小目标呢？
Someone replied,"The owner of such a mansion is likely either a Communist Party official or someone that is closely affiliated, at a time when Xi Jinping has launched a comprehensive anti-corruption campaign in China. It is particularly difficult to imagine the deals made behind the scenes." Someone shared this video clip. The lady in the video is a recent college graduate. She shared her personal experience of living in Xiamen and complained about not being able to live a comfortable life despite her current level of income due to all kinds of costs.
刚毕业的大学生1个月在厦门这样的城市，家房租是2600元，像水电费、物业费，包括网费、煤气费，还有一些基本的生活用品，包括说这个交通啊，像我只坐地铁，偶尔才会来不及上班的时候会打个车，然后七七八八的一些费用，1个月大概是1000块钱。工作是996嘛，早餐10块在公司，然后中餐晚餐都是点外卖，都是20，然后1个月大概花销也要1500左右。偶尔会给爸爸妈妈买一些生日礼物啊、节日礼物啊。在网上给我弟弟买一些什么衣服鞋子之类的，1个月大概也要700-800块钱。楼下买一些打折水果嘛，然后大概1个月也是300块钱左右。月的开销大概就是要6200块钱才可以满足一个基本的生活开销。这样现在每天早上一睁眼就必须进账206元。
是不敢买衣服，不敢买护肤品，然后也没有车没有房，没有贷款压力嘛。完了之后不敢聚餐，不敢社交，也不敢生病，
特别难，太难了，真的是我是不是已经拖了我们同龄人的后腿了呀
？Someone shared the details about a job opportunity that was posted in a WeChat conversation. The announcement said the description of the position and responsibility is to maintain public order at a demolition site in Beijing. The candidate will be required to work for 24 hours with breaks in between. The benefits are also pretty good, such as meals are included and no personal vehicle is needed as there will be vehicles available for pickup and drop-off. Then, by the end of the 24 hours, the candidate will earn 220 yuan, which will be paid immediately. But a netizen replied in the group chat, "We shouldn't consider this, because this money would be earned at the expense of hurting ordinary Chinese people." Someone shared about how the real value of 300,000 yuan has changed so drastically over the past few decades in China. He recalled, back in the 1970s, with 300,000 yuan, one can essentially buy off 15 houses. Then in the 1980s, 300,000 yuan was enough to only purchase 10 houses. Then in the 1990s, one can only purchase 5 houses with this amount of money. Then later in the 2000s, 300,000 can only buy 1 house. Later in 2010, 300,000 was only enough to pay off half of the price for 1 house. Then fast forward another 10 years in 2020, 300,000 is merely enough for the down payment. The netizen commented, "This is not a joke, but the reality in China." Clearly, this was caused by inflation. Someone shared this short clip showing a patient doing recovery exercises. Someone commented, his family sold 2 houses. In order to pay off the medical fees associated with his treatment, he stayed at the hospital for treatment for 72 days. This family's experience again shows that visiting a hospital to seek treatment for a serious illness in China is more than enough to make a family go bankrupt. Someone shared this picture showing that Twitter has recently changed its label on President Trump's tweets. Now it says, election officials have certified Joe Biden as the winner of the US presidential election. However, January 6th is the only day that will confirm who has won the presidency. This netizen commented, seeing how social media outlets in the US can censor speech as it wishes. In Poland, a country that was once ruled by a socialist regime, a new Polish bill has been introduced. This bill will enable an individual to file a complaint against social media companies that censor their posts that do not go against Polish law. The entire petitioning process will be done electronically. According to Polish Justice Minister, quote, often the victims of tendencies for ideological censorship are also representatives of various groups operating in Poland whose content is removed or blocked just because they express views and refer to values that are unacceptable from the point of view of communities. The Polish Justice Minister added, we would like to propose such tools that will enable both one side and the other to call for the decision of a body that will be able to adjudicate whether content appearing on such and such a social media account really violates personal rights, whether it can be eliminated or whether there is censorship. A netizen commented, such a bill should be introduced in all countries around the world to combat censorship by social media companies. But what is particularly ironic about what's happening in America is that a sitting American president essentially can't do anything about it. Is this something that is acceptable in a democracy?
Child, we will take you in. Child, we will bring you home. You'll be a flower that sees the spring. Soon a dove flying high